right, how's it going, CPAC? This is Morty, and I am Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, and I am a secular conservative, but I would love to be on your team. If I could just tell you my story really quick, I think we can open the conservative party to a lot of people who should already be on our team. You know, I was born in the Catholic Church. I was confirmed in the Methodist Church. Up until I was in college, religion was all I knew. Religion was everything. And it wasn't until I started looking into psychology and philosophy and I fell away from religion. But I still had a lot of respect for the values of Christianity. Now, don't get me wrong. I definitely went through a militant atheist phase. I was telling people they were stupid for believing in God and they shouldn't do this. And most atheists who came out of religion didn't have that phase. But eventually, we come to realize Christians aren't bad people. Of course not. Most Christians are awesome people. So why aren't we on the same team? Now, when I was a kid, I was not into politics. I knew that I didn't trust the government listening to some anti-flag CDs, but other than that, I did not know what was going on. I had opinions on the issues, but I didn't know anything about politics itself. Funny little story, my freshman year in college, I was walking back from my friend's dorm to my own, and there was a bunch of people, brisk fall night, everybody's celebrating. I had no idea what's going on. Not till later that night do I find out, oh, that was the night America got its first black president. That's how out of touch I was. And that continued for years. I was just doing my thing, being that angry atheist, not paying attention to anything except myself. And as I continued to learn about my own brain and the brains of other people and philosophy, morality of myself and other people, I was able to rebuild that structure. And I was able to see how similar that moral structure was to the religion that I had left. Now, of course, I still don't have the dogmatic belief. I don't believe in a God. There could be a God. I don't know. But I don't live my life in the way that there is or there is not a God. And I know to some of you that might be very offensive, but hear me out. I believe that in order for our society to run, we need to all coalesce around values like family, community, grace, tradition, merit, capitalism, all of these kinds of things. Now, find those things in Christianity too. It seems like we're on the same team. So if I got here from moral philosophy and you got here from the Bible, why can't we work together? Because I'll tell you what, there is a huge cohort of people who definitely don't like the Bible, but they're not even trying to develop a moral structure. They've just thrown it all out. They threw out the baby with the bathwater. And it's hard to blame them as somebody who doesn't believe in the truth claims. But that's neither here nor there. The fact is, these are people who care about our country, who we are saying, you are not on our team because of things that you believe, even though you have the right values. Who is that helping? The Democratic Party, that's for sure. Now, eventually, I figured, I should start paying attention to politics. And I was a big brain. I'm like, okay, let me watch CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News, and I'll get the full story. And this is right around 2015 when Trump is coming down the escalator. And I'm thinking they got to get the full story between the three full stations, right? That's all there is. Of course, I know better now. But at the time, it had led me to being a Bernie bro. I was so excited to vote for Bernie Sanders in 2016. But, of course, we all saw what the DNC did, and I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. The news people told me that if Donald Trump becomes the president, the world will end. So I did what I had to do, or what they made me feel like I had to do, and I cast a vote for Hillary Clinton. And, I've been through some stuff, and I say to this day that is the most shameful thing I've ever done. But then, I was paying attention, waiting for the world to end. And it didn't. I kept seeing more and more things about Trump that I knew weren't true, that people were repeating, and they didn't care that they were lying. And it happened over time, but it was really with Kyle Rittenhouse that was the full red pill for me, where I understood the Democratic Party is trying to destroy our country. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't love the GOP, and I haven't voted for Trump yet. But I think the MAGA America First crowd is the only thing that can save our country. And I'll tell you something else. It doesn't matter if Trump wins. If all of the people who are secular individuals are told when it comes to conservatism, when it comes to right-wing politics, when it comes to being a Republican, you're not welcome here. If that's what they're told, then it doesn't matter if Donald Trump wins. Because those people will always associate the Republican Party with hate. I know that most people who are Christians are awesome people. I just happen not to believe in the same things as a lot of you guys. But there's a lot of propaganda. There's a lot of rhetoric that tells those people that you hate them. And I'll be honest with you, as an atheist, I've gotten some vitriol from Christians. And because I know what it's like to be a Christian, because I know what it's like to be politically homeless, I didn't let that shake me and say, okay, well, I'm going with the other team. But a lot of people are doing that. So if we want a party that has any relevance to reality, any relevance to the young people, secular people, secular ideas have to be a part of this movement. I think we have something amazing here, guys. But as long as the Republican Party is wrapped around religion and religion only, we will lose. I'm not saying any of you should give up your beliefs. I'm not saying any of you should not practice your faith. All I'm saying is, can I come too? We have the right ideas. Let's not push people away because they believe the wrong things, even if they have the right values. Thank you so much. Once again, I am Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Until next time, guys, I am out of here. Peace.